Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, guys. My name is Yaqub Zaman. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, enjoying yourselves. As you can see, I'm dressed up for Jummah today. Jummah is our special day of the week. Alhamdulillah. Today was a beautiful weather as well. So it was Noor ala Noor today. Alhamdulillah. Noor ala Noor. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. My name is Yaqub Zaman, like I said. And I'm just going to Instagram just to let the Instagram people know as well, so don't get a bit upset. Right, so Alhamdulillah, this week has been going very well, mashallah. The weather has been fantastic, the best weather I've seen throughout the year. And this week I've been doing lots of cycling. Got my bike back, by the way. Alhamdulillah, got my bike back into cycling again, and walking as well. So I've been doing long walks. Yeah, walking is very good. Like, honestly, it's the cheapest exercise you can do. And but the only thing is that you obviously have to walk for a very long time. But this is probably, I would definitely say people should walk more. At least try to walk 3 miles a day, 4 miles a day, 3-4 miles a day every day. Try to walk. One is, when you walk and you just kind of like go around the streets, and one is where you tell someone like to drop you off somewhere, and then you walk back from there. That's probably the testing one. That's the one where you have to really have motivation for that, because you're gonna have to walk very, very, very long. So what I do is I put my earphones on, I listen to my audiobook, and I just carry on. Alhamdulillah. So I enjoy it a lot. I'm just thinking the weather, if it goes bad, how am I going to deal with that? So inshallah, once that comes, we'll deal with that, inshallah. So besides that, I've been making videos every day of the week, alhamdulillah, well, almost every day. Mondays, I make videos on learning how to read the Quran. Tuesdays, I haven't made anything. Wednesday, I have Diwan of Sayyidina Ali. Thursdays is Mukhtasar al-Quduri. Alhamdulillah, we've reached up to Kitab al-Shufa. If you guys have not been watching the series, make sure you watch it. Catch up on all the lessons. And Friday is obviously today. So live stream, Saturday live stream. And then also I put up some shorts as well. Alhamdulillah. Right, so wa alaikum assalam, Salah. Alhamdulillah, hoping you fine. Will you please share more of the surah mapping like the one of Surah Hijr? Inshallah, I will try to make some more. The only thing is those surahs take me a very long time to make. So literally everything from beginning to end, it probably takes me about 15 to 20 hours. So 15 to 20 hours focusing on that, it's a long time. So but inshallah, I will try. If there are you guys out there who are intrigued about it, then inshallah, why not? Arsalan, alaikum assalam. I have the vlogs. Oh yeah, I was supposed to make the vlogs. Yeah, let me tell you. I was supposed to make the vlogs, and then what happened? So Sunday I was doing painting the fence. That took most of my day. Then I thought, you know what, Monday, I'll do it Monday. Monday, then I was fitting shelves in. So I put some shelves in the kitchen. Yeah, about 5 shelves in the kitchen. Right, and that took a long day, because what happened was, so there's a bit of a background on the stuck, some piece of wood that's stuck on the back wall. So I had to pull that off. So I pulled that off. What happened was some of the plaster came off as well. And there's like a big hole in the wall. So what I done was I quickly got some plaster, made it, and then I just plastered the wall. So alhamdulillah, I fitted the shelves in, did the plastering. Now I just got a few more shelves left. But yeah, inshallah, definitely this weekend, inshallah, I will definitely get back to making the vlogs again, inshallah. As you can see, the white hairs, guys, the white hair noors. Wa alaikum assalam, Sarah, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. 20 hours on a quality image is not so good on Telegram. Yeah, the quality of the, you know what it is? See, the problem is I'm making these the maps on something which is called OneNote, and the problem with the OneNote is I can't seem to get that OneNote downloaded in that particular format. If I could, then it would look very nice, very, very neat. That's the only problem. So I'm going to have to try and think of another way of making these notes. because otherwise I've got all of these and I don't know how to transfer from OneNote to. Yeah, that's the only problem. It's the OneNote fitna of OneNote. Yeah, that's the only problem. Oh, what happened? Live has gone. Instagram. No, I put Instagram there. So let's try this again. Q&A Friday. Right, yeah. So inshallah, I will make some vlogs inshallah this weekend. Can you convert it to PDF? It will remain high quality. And the problem with this, see, let me show you guys the problem so you guys will realize what the problem is. Yeah, it's a strange thing. Okay, so let me show you all so you guys can see. All right, so this is basically my OneNote. Yeah, this is all my files and everything. Right, I basically everything I need to jot down, I do on here. The problem is I've got a big screen, basically a massive screen, 34-inch screen. So what happens is the image comes very big on here, but the problem is that I've made it into black mode, dark mode. Yeah, now dark mode, I can't download dark mode. So if I try to download this, I'll show you. If I try to download it, it turns out white. Let me see if I can view. Okay, massive switch background. Yeah, see that? That's now. If you guys want that, I can download this. If you guys want that, but so you see that it's a bit. I can try downloading this. No problem. Yeah, inshallah. Download. How do you download? Okay, so share as PDF. Share as. Send page as PDF. Yeah, let's see how it comes out. No, I don't want that. Yeah, okay, I'll have to figure out how it's going to be done. Inshallah. Yeah, okay, because I think I'm going to have to send it by email. Or, I don't know. I'll figure something out. How it's supposed to be done. Share, copy, invite people, copy, view, send as email, send page as, save as PDF. Okay, save as PDF. So Surah Hijr, let's see. See, so it doesn't come out as one file because it's so big. That's the problem. So unfortunately, unless I send the link to you and you have OneNote, see the problem? That is the main issue. So I'm gonna have to figure something out, see how it can be done. Hopefully, inshallah. May Allah reward you. Ameen. Jazakallah khair, Salah. Ameen. I would really love it if some people could do a project and they could do all of this. Yeah, I would really love someone could do the whole Quran and then people could benefit from it. Yeah, inshallah, maybe one of you guys will get inspired to do it. Shazia B, wa alaikum assalam. Enjoying watching your live Q&A. Welcome. Ahlan wa sahlan. Jazakumullah. Thank you guys for coming on and keeping me entertained as well. Yeah, it's a nice feeling, mashallah. Yeah, so that's that, guys. So this has been a very busy week with me, and then it's been hot as well, and a lot of gardening I've got to do as well. Yeah, sort some plants out. Yeah, these are the kind of times where you need to. Summertime is the time where you need to take care of the plants. What have you guys been up to? What's the iPad also has the app called Freeform. Freeform, yeah. Okay, I'll check that out. Freeform. Let me see. Freeform. Freeform. Okay, I just have to see how big the page can go as well. As long as you can have a big canvas, then that's what I need. I need to zoom into it, zoom out to it. That's the main thing. I'll check it out, inshallah. Thank you very much for recommending that. This can be very helpful for understanding surahs and the different connection between. Yeah, that's why I like. That's my mind basically works like that. I like to see the bigger picture of things all the time. Anything I study, anything I teach, I like to see the bigger picture. I like students to be able to see the bigger picture and all the connections. And some people's minds are like that. They just like this. That's why I spend a lot of time in trying to design the image in such a way that it's visually it's also pleasing as well. So yeah, hopefully let me try to get that sorted out, and then I can probably do on some other software, inshallah. I was actually working on. Have I got it over here? Let me see if I've got it over here. Actually working on. All right. So this is basically the summary of the Quran. I try to make the summary of the Quran. Yeah, let me show you guys. And it's not really kind of thorough, but it's something I was working on a while back. Right, so let's have a check. Okay, so you see this. This is something I've been working on for a while. So this is like the summary of the entire Quran. So you got like Allah, then Tawheed, then Adam alayhi salam, then Adam's offspring, and then all the prophets and the messengers and all the nations they came to. Yeah, and then some nations had shirk in them, and then you had Lut alayhi salam and what the connection with Lut alayhi salam, Ibrahim alayhi salam is, and then the Quran, the recitation, teaching the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what duty did he have? Bani Israel, who are the Bani Israel? Then you got purification in belief, in prayer, fast, all of these things. And then you've got over here, what else have you got? So you got like nature. Allah talks about nature in the Quran: stars, sun, moon, rain, wind, sea. Then animals as well, to ride, to consume, to benefit from. And then you got natural order of things: human beings consume, so they need food and drink. Human beings die, so there's a concept of inheritance. So also human beings get ill, and so the body requires cure, remedy. And then honey is mentioned. Illnesses of the heart: greed, jealousy, hypocrisy. The humans give birth, and then so birth requires marriage, rules of marriage, maintenance, divorce, all of that. Interaction between other human beings sometimes results in wars. So there has to be martyrs, the treaties, captives, booty of war. Then it's like businesses, trade. So you have money, travel, and then living in communities. You got governance, obedience, laws, forbidding evil and joining good, implementation of the laws, and then rebels and penal code. So I've tried to summarize like the main things that you're going to find in the Quran and try to link them all together. Right. So it's not like very thorough. I mean, but it was just something I was jotting down for a while. Yeah, jotting down. And I would really like it if someone could actually do something like this. Like you have the Quran and you try to map out the whole Quran, everything. But that would obviously require a person to go through the entire Quran multiple times to see where everything is, to see what kind of things are discussed and how everything links back together. I think it'd be very interesting if a person actually does that, especially students of knowledge. Because the Quran is something which, unfortunately, a lot of people, they what's the word for it? They're kind of heedless about it in the sense that they don't pay enough attention to the Quran. Zoha, hello, I've been learning Arabic so I can be able to speak it. I have started MSA. Do I need to learn a dialect after that? No, you don't need to. MSA is only for typing or writing. No, so dialect, you will naturally learn any dialect. It's like, for example, when you learn English, you don't focus on a dialect. You learn how to speak. And then the dialect will obviously be according to whoever you learn from. That's what. So you don't need to learn a particular dialect for that. You'll pick those up. Good notes 5 up. and notability. Okay, notability, yeah. Let me check those out. Good notes. 5. I see. All right. This was quite good. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. Notability. Ability. Yeah, I've seen notability before. Okay, yeah. All right. Let me check these out, inshallah, and then I'll give you my own personal review on these. MashaAllah, Jazakallah khair, Salah. Naheed, alaykum assalam. If a person misses a rakat in the final tashahhud, does he read the full dua of tashahhud, durood, and dua, and then does one read the whole thing again after he makes up the rakat he missed? Yes. Yeah. And then he does sajda sahu. Or does he suffice with dua tashahhud when sitting with the imam? Oh, so he's saying with the imam. Is it? So are you talking about prayer with the imam or on your own? With the imam, yeah? Masbook, basically. If a person misses a rakat, meaning with the imam, and in the final tashahhud, does he read the full dua? It's okay, so I assume he's behind the imam. So if he is behind the imam, what he does, he reads up to at-tahiyyat, tashahhud, and then when the imam gives salam, he gets up and then he makes up his rakat and he does the full tashahhud, durood, and dua, the full thing. Never seen this type of work before. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. May Allah make all of us from those who do khidmah of the deen, serve Allah's deen in a way that's pleasing to Him. Alhamdulillah. I also had another question. Tafaddal, ask away, my brother. Okay, this tea today, guys, is it's a weird kind of mint kind of tea. It's a very woody taste. It's got, whatever that means, a woody taste. Wood. If one missed salah when traveling, does make up full or the qasr? So if you missed the salah whilst traveling in the state of qasr, then you have to do qada in the state of qasr. Yeah, so you make up the salat in the state that you missed it, basically. That's what it is. You make up the salah in the state that you missed it. Ya Allah. Ameen. I don't know if you're used to mapping apps like Miro, Canva. Yeah, I've seen Miro. I haven't really kind of used it that much. It's the one where you can use tags, isn't it? Tabs. Some of my students who I teach usul hadith, they use that. So when I tell them to make charts for hadith chains, that's very useful for that. No, I haven't come across Figma. Canva I have. Figma I haven't. Let me write all these down so I need to check all them. Figma. Okay, Figma was good. Okay, these are collaborative tools, aren't they? Yeah, collaboration tools. How do we understand the elaborate harems that pre-modern Islamic rulers had? Were they valid? So I think the concept of harems, right, or whatever they were, is not really an Islamic concept. I think it's an Orientalist concept. Orientalists have pushed this idea a lot. Yeah, because for Orientalists, this was strange that a man could have multiple wives, up to 4 wives, and he could have slave women as well. It was like a strange idea to them. So this is why they kind of came, like, Aladdin and Arabian Nights, these kind of, they came up with strange stories, fictitious stories, fictional stories about these things. So generally, Islamically, having a man having a slave woman, he would have to treat her like a member of his family, right? Clothe her, honor her. If she's married, he can't have any intimacy with her. And likewise, if she's like a half slave or almost being free, she can't have intimacy with her. There's a lot of rules attached to it. Naheed, alaykum assalam. Is there ikhtilaf in that masala, making up qasr or full in the Hanafi school? Because I heard someone saying that you make up full when you get home. No, There's no ikhtilaf to my knowledge. طيب وعليكم السلام my brother. Abu Bakr وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Ya Allah. Okay, so today inshallah is Friday. Today I've got my lessons in the evening, alhamdulillah, and I feel very hot. So when I generally feel very hot, my hands start getting hot palms, and just gonna put this here, and my feet getting very hot. So okay, I'm gonna go off Insta because I don't think there's anyone that's have any questions there. And tomorrow, inshallah, as you guys know, it's going to be live stream, inshallah. So we're going to do a live stream tomorrow. All right, guys. So Insta people, take care. And special du'as, guys, for people of Gaza, especially the Muslims in Rafah. You know, subhanallah, look what they're going through. The difficulties and hardships. Subhanallah. If you are reading Quran and someone comes up to talk to you, what do you do? Do you finish ayah? You can talk to them, but it would be best if you only talk to them after you finish your recitation. Yeah, so there's no specific rule exactly where you have to stop. But ideally, if you're reading the Quran, you should speak. If you need to speak to them, then it's fine. You stop, speak to them, and then you say A'udhu Billah again, and then you carry on. Allah mentions in Surah Taha that Shaitan tried to entice Adam to eat from the tree, then says in verse 121, فَأَكَلَ مِنْهَا فَبَدَتْ لَهُمَا سَوْآتُهُمَا. Can one use this and say the more a community sins, the less haya they will have? Possibly, yeah. Yeah, that's what some of the ulama mentioned. That this whole issue of, becoming desensitized to a sin is strongly connected to person losing their shame. Yeah, so certain types of sin will have a greater impact on shamelessness, and some will have less. Yeah, definitely. That would be kind of like what we would say, like a reflection, tadabbur, that would extrapolate from that. If one killed people as a non-Muslim, then converts, does he have to seek forgiveness from them? Yes. Yeah. So any harm that you've committed to another person, that will not be forgiven until you seek forgiveness from them. SC1, alaikum assalam, alhamdulillah. How is the planning for your Hajj talks going? Alhamdulillah, very good. MashaAllah, very good. I think what's happened, basically, the organization that was planning it, they've not been able to get much response from mosques to do the Hajj talks. I think one mosque I'm going to be giving at one mosque. But I've prepared the whole talk. All my slides and everything pretty much has been prepared. Yeah, so hopefully, inshallah, should be ready by this weekend, Sunday. Should be ready. When in sajda, do the arms have to be spread out or tucked in the side? So if you are praying on your own, you spread them out like that. And if you are praying with other people in jama'ah, you put them as close as you can so you don't harm the people. Ya Rabb. If one does qada fast on a Monday or Thursday or in another blessed season, does one attain more rewards? Technically, no, because there's no specific. But it's hoped that by you fasting on a Monday and a Thursday, that you get some sort of a virtue of the Monday and Thursday fast. Can you explain تنزح البئر الصغيرة بوقوع نجاسة وإن قلت من غير الأرواث كقطرة دم? Yeah, so تنزح البئر الصغيرة. Basically, if you watch my Kuduri videos in there, you'll find this explanation. So if there's a well, and this well, inside of this well, najasa falls in this well, even if it's a small amount of najasa, besides animal's dung. Animal's dung is an exemption, the Hanafi say. that if animal's dung falls in, as long as it's not a lot, you can just take it out and just carry on using the water. But if blood falls in there, urine falls in there, anything which the Hanafis consider impure, like urine, then the whole of the water has to be drained. The well has to be drained. Yeah. So in summary, all wells have to be drained if najasa falls in them, unless animal's dung falls in them. In which case, you look at if the animal's dung is a lot. Wa alaikum assalam, Paywan Saleh, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. Yeah, so that's all I've been up to, guys. Just been doing all that. I'm feeling a bit sleepy today as well because it's hot. It reminds me of Pakistan. In Pakistan, when we were there, Fridays was like the day where you eat after Jummah, your lunch, and then you drink lassi, and then you knock out, go to sleep until Asr. Yeah, those are nice. Nice. You know, when you have a hot day and you have a siesta, naps. Those are the best naps that you can have. What are the virtues of fasting in the first 9 days of Dhul Hijjah? There's no specific virtue for it, but what's mentioned is that fasting, each day of fasting is considered to be the Prophet ﷺ said the best days of fasting after Ramadan are the days of. No, actually, am I getting it wrong? 1 second. Give me a second. Let me check. Fadlu Sawm. Yeah, so this is the hadith. Ma min abdin, there is no person who fasts a day in the path of Allah. ما من عبد يصوم يوم في سبيل الله عز وجل إلا بعد الله من ذلك اليوم وجهه من النار لنا فضل الصيام أحسن من ذلك لأن الصيام وحده. Yeah, this is 1 second. Yeah, this is the one. That every fasting of every day is equal to the fast of 1 year. Yeah, يعدل صيام كل يوم منها بصيام سنة. Yeah, so fasting. Yeah. ما من أيام العمل الصالح أحب إلى الله من هذه الأيام. Allah says, the Prophet ﷺ said, there is no days in which the good actions are more beloved to Allah than these days, meaning these 10 days. قالوا يا رسول الله ولا الجهاد في سبيل الله? Are they even better than fighting in the path of Allah? He says, ولا الجهاد greater than the fighting in the path of Allah إلا رجل, unless there's a man who has gone with all of his wealth and he's sacrificed it all and come back with nothing, then that guy gets a lot of reward. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Can a father see his son's aura? If the son is a child, if he's a child, he's not close to puberty, then that'll be okay, so long as there's no sexual desire. What are the rules when the imam forgot an ayah or misrecited? So the rule is that as long as he has recited enough Quran for his salah to be valid, he just carries on, does ruku, and goes into sajda. If I have a lot of questions, been writing these down during the week, no problem, my brother. You can ask away. This is what this whole live sessions are for. Is there a relative aspect to adab with shuyukh, i.e. some wouldn't use a second person pronoun? Yeah, it's all relative. Remember this, adab is all to do with culture. Different cultures have different adab. Like for example, with some of my teachers, I would speak to them like, like a normal friend, chill out with them, give them high fives, sit with them. Some teachers were a bit difficult to they were hard to approach. Yeah, so it differs from teacher to teacher. Whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your teacher's comfortable with, I would say that's fine. I personally don't have that many sort of adab and etiquettes that I expect from students. As long as students listen to the lesson and don't fidget around too much and cause a nuisance, I don't really mind. So I would say it's all. I don't like it when students they try to deliberately try to show some extra, I don't know, adab, which I don't know where that comes from. Yeah, it just makes the lesson look a bit awkward. Yeah, so like student won't even move or anything and just like won't even look away and not even blink. I don't think that's natural. I don't imagine the Sahaba would ever be like that. Sahaba would, they would say we when we used to see the Prophet ﷺ with the Sahaba, we couldn't tell who the Prophet ﷺ was. Yeah, we couldn't tell who he was, as in because they didn't treat him like a king in the way other kings were treated. He had very little takalluf, very little artificiality, very little rules. But obviously they respected him. You could tell they had great respect for him. Wa alaikum assalam, Achur. Wa alaikum assalam, my brother Abdul Majid. MashaAllah, long time no see, my brother. How are you been? Assalamu alaikum, Fresh Prince. Ahlan wa sahlan, marhaban habibana. I just want to thank you. About 2 years ago, I learned how to read the Quran by watching your videos. May Allah grant you Jannah. Ameen. Jazakumullah khair. Baywan, may Allah put you in Jannatul Firdaus and keep you happy and save you from calamities. When people share posts about someone's passing, they sometimes request people to recite Fatiha on behalf of deceased. So what they mean is sadaqah jariyah. So it's like Isal Thawab. Yeah, they read Surah Fatiha and the reward of that goes to. And some say read Qul Huwallahu 3 times, because if you read Qul Huwallahu once, it's considered to be like in a narration, a third of the Quran. So the idea is you read it 3 times. So you want to send reward on them. Ya Najma Qulubina, Subhanallah. Ya Habibana. 17. What are the opinions of Imam Hanif, Abu Yusuf Shaybani, and Ibn Abidin regarding missing Sunnah Mu'akkada Salah? I don't know exactly what each one of them. So basically, Imam Abu Hanifa and Abu Yusuf, they don't really have an opinion about this. It hasn't been recorded in the books of exactly what they say. Imam Ibn Abidin talks about, so what you have to remember, in fiqh, you don't have everything mentioned from Abu Hanifa and his students. A lot of things are mentioned, but a lot of things are not mentioned. Ibn Abidin mentions that if it's left out in a way that's disrespectful, then that's considered sinful. Otherwise, it's something which is frowned upon. Are they hoping for the rewards to be received by the deceased? Yes, that's it. You call this Isal Thawab. So this is according to Hanafis and Hanbalis. Malikis and Shafis, they don't accept this. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Masir Ali, ahlan wa sahlan, my brother. How are you? I'm very good, my Amriki brother. How do you gauge yourself to see whether you are ready for a higher level class? There's a class I'm considering, but I'm not sure if I should take it. It all depends. I mean, I would obviously, if I was you, what I would do is I'd try to communicate with the instructor and ask them if there's any sort of like examples that they could give of what they're covering. And that way I could gauge if I'm ready for that. Yeah. Haj said, in terms of Qasr Salat, someone said that as per Rad al-Muhtar, in-laws home in another city is permanently home, and one doesn't shorten even if visiting less than 15 days. I've not come across that. If you have the text for that and send it to me, I'll have a look. I haven't come across that at the in-laws home. Yes, he mentions if a person has 2 homes, in the sense that if he has his one home in, let's say, Birmingham, one home in London, he's got 2 wives, then he's not a resident. He's a resident in the 2 places. But in-laws, no, I haven't come across that. If you know the text, send it to me. Chilling, having ice creams, mashallah. Are you having, don't tell me, are you having, let me think, watermelon? Yeah? Magnum? أنا محتاج إلى دعائك وأنا محتاج إلى دعائك أيضا يا حبيبنا. Crypto, alaikum assalam. If someone is leading his wife and kids in salah at home, and his tajweed is not great. Is it okay, or should each person read themselves? So it depends how good his tajweed is. If his tajweed is okay enough for salat to be valid, then it's fine. Yeah. But if it's not, what I would suggest is ask him to read some basic surahs to like a qari or a hafiz or a maulana, and then see what he says. Is Isal Thawab something specific to the Hanafi school, or is it also? Yeah, so Hanafis and Hanbalis. So basically, everyone agrees that you can send the reward of deeds, sadaqah jariyah, so charity you give, Hajj and Umrah. These three things they consider it to be valid. As for everything else, Shafis and Malikis are quite strict on this. Hanafis and Hanbalis are lenient on this, and they say anything, or Hanafis say anything you've done, you can send the reward of that to others. 18. Is it allowed to listen to daf in it being used purely entertainment purposes, such as in nasheeds? I wouldn't see a problem with it. I'm considering taking a class on Usul al-Sarakhsi. Teacher is Suhail Hanif, but I've only done Usul al-Shashi. But my hope is to study. I would say go for it. Inshallah, go for it. Go read, do that, and then read Manar with it. You'll benefit a lot. And Sheikh Suhail is a very nice guy. Yeah, I'm sure if you have any stuck on anything, you can contact him, and inshallah. Yeah, it's very nice. I'll give you my name as well. Did you ever meet Sheikh Yusuf Matala? No, I didn't. Jazakumullah khair, akhi. Can you tell us who is your favorite imams from previous centuries? One of my favorite imams is Imam Ibn Hajar. He's one of my favorite imams. Yeah, famous for hadith and science of usul hadith. I like him a lot. Who is one of your favorites? Mo Salah. Masir Al-Inez, I got a good name, not my idea convention for people who are muta'assif. What's that name? Tell me. What if he has lisp speech issues? Is fine. No, then it's not his fault. How do you know Wali 2.0? My brother, can you see the noor reflecting off my face from two angles? One from here, one from here. This is not just a random noor, my brother. This is 240 watts of noor. On scholars from our time. From our time, I would say Sheikh Diddu. Yeah, Sheikh Diddu, Hassan Diddu. He's someone I really Sheikh him and Sheikh Saeed Al-Kamali. These are two I really admire. 19. Sometimes when going into ruku, I lift my feet and increase the gap slightly since it is more comfortable. Is salah? No, it's not unaffected. Salah is totally fine. As long as your feet are in the ground for a short while, it's fine. Same with sajda as well. So as long as your feet are on the ground and your head for a short while, after that you lift your feet up, it's fine. We can call those muta'assib people ulama as-su. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. How was the walk home? My brother, mashallah. Let me tell you this, guys. Today I have done almost 7,000 steps. Not as the other days. I still have to catch up to my 10,000 steps. But my PAI, if you guys know what PAI is, it's a new thing I've been finding out. Okay, so my PAI today is 133 PAI. 133. And I've earned 19 PAI today. Yeah, so that's basically what I've earned. This is all exercise lingo. Trouble in the Middle East, the common denominator Islam or America as well. US, I'll probably say US is probably the more common denominator in wars around the world than even the devil is probably shocked when he looks at the US. Thinks, damn, these Americans are good at starting wars and committing genocide. What is Sheikh? Who is Sheikh Diddu? Are they Salafi? He's a Maliki scholar. Is there an opinion in the Hanafi madhab that qada salat do not need to made up? I have not come across any other. My average is 15 miles a week. MashaAllah, that's excellent. That is very good, my brother. I really like them too much. May Allah bless them and grant them paradise. Ameen, ameen. سائلا يا أستاذ كيف يمكنني ممارسة التحدث باللغة العربية بنفسي طيب. Okay, so brother asked a question, which is, how can I practice my Arabic on my own? So let me show you what I do. Think of any sentence and then try to translate it. And then think of a harder sentence and try to translate it. And think of a harder sentence up. And do this before you go to sleep. Every night before you go to sleep, spend 5-10 minutes just trying to translate something you can say in your own language. How would I say this in Arabic? You might make lots of mistakes, but you will benefit a lot, honestly. Yeah, it's tremendous benefit, inshallah ta'ala. But you gotta try, guys. Assalamu alaikum, Habibana Adam Isa Hussein. Welcome, Adam Isa Hussein. Yeah, guys. So that's basically my week. MashaAllah, have you heard? Birmingham University has now started an encampment, right? Encampment where they are, I'm so shocked, surprised how much Zionists have infiltrated universities and organizations and companies and governments. I'm shocked. Yeah, I would never have known this if it wasn't for 7th of October. I would never have known how much America and Germany have invested in Israel. Would you ever believe that? How many of these companies are they're almost like dying to help the what's it? Subhanallah. Do you know any advice on a student paramedic and touching the opposite gender? Yeah, it's fine. So because you're learning, so you obviously have to interact. So if you have to interact with the patient, then it's fine. Because it comes under darura, need. Do you know of any way to check hadith gradings or sharh online through a site or something? I don't know, Unfortunately, I don't think anyone has really kind of made a specific site where they've graded all the hadith. It's something you have to learn yourself. If anyone knows, put it in the comments. I mean, you get the common ones where they'll just have like Albani's grading, or they'll have just like a standard grading. They'll say this is Hassan, but I don't think that's like explained of why they reached that grading. Sheikh, have you read Al-Hakim At-Tirmidhi? No, I haven't. I haven't read Hakim. I've seen that parts. I've read little parts of it, but not fully. All right, guys. I think I'm going to finish it there, guys. Sheikh Al-Kamali is tabarakallah, has an amazing adab, mashallah. I've met Sheikh Kamali, very nice guy. Yeah, alhamdulillah, came to Birmingham. Very nice, very funny guy as well. He speaks English as well. I was surprised. Speaks English and French and Arabic. Do you know who one that has gradings of scholars having just their gradings? I have found one with quite a few hadith. No, unfortunately, I don't know. Yeah. So the thing about gradings is, it's a very difficult science because a lot of this is ijtihadi. It's like their own personal subjective view on certain things. Classical grading obviously is there. So for example, Tirmidhi grading, he himself has done it. Abu Dawood. Yeah, and a lot of the hadith, if you do my Usul Hadith course, 22 lessons of Usul Hadith, in there I've explained about this whole concept of grading. Do you ever read English books? Any favorite ones? Yeah, I do read English books, but they're more like productivity books. Yeah, productivity. Like I really liked Deep Work, was very good. Yeah, Deep Work is a very beneficial book. And what else I read? The Shock Theory. Yeah, Shock Theory was quite good as well. Eye-opening. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. See you later, inshallah. See you then, my brother. See you then. I'm not too much into novels and these kind of things. I'm more kind of into information. Yeah, I think my mind is more like, STEM mind. Yeah, sciences, technology, etc. So my minds are more like that. Can we call you Sheikh? If you want to call me Sheikh, you can call me Sheikh. You can call me brother. You can call me Liaquat, Bahai, whatever you feel comfortable with. Anyway, guys, I am going to finish it there. I hope you guys have a fantastic, wonderful, wonderful day. Milkshake, yes. Milkshake with, guess what? Have some nice milkshake, vanilla milkshake. feel like having that now. Nice vanilla milkshake. Jazakallah khair, you're welcome. Alright guys, take care inshallah. I will see you guys next time, tomorrow inshallah, live stream for those of you guys who tune in, 9:45 inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.